Got it.
Content of this meeting. Yep.
Are we also recording?
We are now. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 146, the resolutions episode. I'm TJ.
And I'm mad. We did this already. We did this whole thing already. Every piece of this is already done. It is the best podcast we've ever recorded. Except we didn't record it. Also, I'm Kent.
Yeah. I'm a bad ginger. Bad IT
No.
ginger.
No, it's my fault. It's all my fault. Episode 146 resolutions is in fact live on YouTube.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah. We're using new software, everybody, because well,
I make bad choices.
We are. No, it's fine. We have Zoom. Zoom is cool. We like Zoom. Hi,
I'll tell you, so far it's been a lot more stable than that StreamYard bullshit we were dealing with.
StreamYard is poor. Nobody likes StreamYard. You know something, TJ? Can I just honestly tell you? We were telling ourselves that like this felt cool to just record episodes and like not have them live streamed. This feels so much better.
It feels more normal.
I'm semi-hard again. It's great.
Half mast.
I'm quarter mast because my half's already whole. And anyway, it's the whole thing.
Yeah, man, good shit.
So we filmed a New Year's episode on New Year's, and if you watch the recording, it's and then it's over because fucking apparently we double tapped the record button somehow. Somehow our splits on the record button were just a little too splitty. And we talked, TJ and I, for an hour and a half. And there's no fucking record of it. I have no idea what we said.
We got to the absolute end. I didn't see the little red button up at the top of the Zoom screen. And I was like, bro, did we record that? Because I distinctly remember hitting record. And he's like, no. Yeah.
No.
Like, so we're doing this again. We're doing it live, bringing it back to the way we used to do these things. And damn it, it's glad to be back for you guys. So really appreciate it. So not to rehash too much of the hour and 30-minute conversation from a fucking week ago. But Kent, how you been, man? How you been this week? Let's start at this Etch-a-Sketch.
And damn it, it's glad to be back for you guys. So
you still just don't mute your shit.
That's how you know we're live. All right.
This is why I don't miss. This is why I kind of like the pre-recorded because this shit didn't happen.
No. Now I'm hitting copy link, and now I'm going onto the Book of Faces, and I'm telling all our friends that we're podcasting.
Just make sure you post it to the right page.
Shut up. I don't have control.
Wouldn't you be pissed if that asshole gets more followers than you? You might as well just leverage him for ad content. I'm sure his billing information's in there.
I dislike you greatly.
It's it's feasible.
Oh God.
So while Kent's messing around with Facebook,
I'm just over here sharing our awesomeness.
No, you're fine. For those that do not know, I'm sure many of you do because Kent has done an absolutely phenomenal job at the careful tutelage and direction of his incident response manager to make enough broadcasts and notifications to his client base, friends and followers and so forth, that there is a scammer out there that has cloned the Green Mountain Defense Facebook page. It is harassing a few people. So far, nothing too malicious, but obviously we want everybody to be aware of that. So if you get contacted by the Green Mountain Defense Facebook page or in any other way, shape, or form, informing you that you may have won a sweepstakes for a gun or any other type of giveaway, please do not click any of the links. Please, if you can, let us know so that we can at least be aware of and track that stuff. But there is a faker out there. It's
Well, I
been reported.
think
It's been reported though. So like you
it
reported
has
it to
been
Facebook.
a
So
lot, and a lot of other
I
people have too.
tell him to post MAGA content. That'll get him banned in a heartbeat.
You know what's funny? First of all, I think they're gone. I don't want to tempt fate, but like I'm pretty sure they're gone
That's a possibility.
because I haven't seen anything now in a while.
Yeah, look, it's a distinct possibility they may have abandoned the campaign. But look, these things happen. Um, just another small business that got mimicked as by scammers, and it is what it is. So
Yeah, yeah, it's sad. Does dislike scammers. Is not fan. What can we do? So I don't know, bro. I kind of don't have the heart to talk about New Year's Eve resolutions anymore because it's been like fucking 5 days. Like it's over. It's all over.
Yeah, I mean
Just-
that's a fair look. It's a fair point. The reality is, I've really been thinking about it, honestly. Um, New Year's resolutions are absolute bullshit. They absolutely are. If it is anything that you are planning to improve yourself, your life, the lives of those around you, and within your sphere of influence, start doing that shit now. Like
Yeah.
if it's November 1st, if it's June 15th, it doesn't matter. You're like, you know what? New year, new me. No, no, no. Start doing that shit right now. Right? You want to get out and dry fire more often. You want to get out to the range more often. You want to spend more time with your kids. You want to make more money. Start now. Don't wait that week, month, 6 months, whatever the hell it might be. Take charge of yourself and be an adult.
Be an adult. As much of an adult as you can be.
That's a fair point.
Be a professional.
I think
Do
that's
not.
you know what? That's a better thing because adulthood sucks.
Yeah.
If adulthood sucks, if people just told me, "Hey, TJ, one day you're going to be an adult," I would. You have that shit back. I'll go back to being a kid. Just let me be a professional.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to be an adult. Like, for example, I don't know how to do basic adult shit, like share podcasts. So I'm just over here just doing it while I'm talking to you. Because
I was wondering. I figured that post would have been up by now, but like you're still like, are you deprogramming a nuke?
I'm sending the podcast info to all our friends.
You realize you could just make a post. You don't have to deliberately message each and every person. Now we know why the scammers got you, buddy.
Well, I've got the
Just
Sling'N podcast page, the Green Mountain Defense page, the Kent Howard page, the fake Kent Howard page, the fake Green Mountain Defense page, the Sling'N podcasts of Fled page. There's all these pages. I'm texting people.
okay. We need to get you on like a multiple page man. You know there are apps that will like help you manage all of your social media.
If only I had a world-class fucking IT professional
Frank's been busy lately, man.
who would get on a plane
I'm a
and just
security
come
guy.
here. Right.
Motherfucker, I have told you to bring your ass to Tennessee.
No, you have to come here. The computers are here.
They're portable.
Fine.
All right then. Bring your ass down here.
Yeah.
Spring's around the corner. We can go to the range I go to, and we can actually, well, shit, we can't even film content there. We can go to another range that I go to and film some content there for these Cosent guns that we've been ranting and raving about lately on Instagram.
Yes. Does
So,
has Cosent guns.
Cosent guns is life.
Speaking of Cosent guns, I'm coming up with a new drill. You want to hear about my new drill?
Is it Flathead or Phillips? You deserved every inch of that. You deserved every inch of that. You know what you did.
I've come up with a new shooting exercise that is measured by the metrics of both speed and accuracy while using a shot timer and a pre-described size, target, and distance, sir.
How original.
Otherwise known as a drill. So here's what I'm doing. I'm calling this the 20 and 5 drill.
So 20 and 5 or 20 in 5?
20 in 5.
I-N. India November. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
So you know how obsessed I am with trying to make transitions match splits at close range?
Yes.
And you know how most people can only run decent speed splits for a couple rounds, and then they eventually lose hope. You know, a bilg drill 6 rounds, maybe 10 rounds, all that shit. So I'm doing a 20 and 5 drill. So I'm at 5 yards. I've got 2 C-zone targets with a target width between them.
Okay.
And I've got 5 seconds to put 20 rounds in both of those targets. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2, 2. So
Okay.
2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. You get the idea.
Yeah.
So if you run that out, what you're looking at is you're looking at a 95 draw and about 22 to 23 splits.
Reasonable.
Reasonable.
But definitely
spicy.
Definitely spicy. Yeah. If you take into account accuracy fact, like the whole kit and caboodle of like hit factor which includes the accuracy, right? Obviously you want to strive for, A zone hits, transitions that match the splits, to your point. And for those that aren't mathing correctly, 0.22 seconds between each shot, and each transition from one target to the next target is also around the 22-second mark. So the presses of the trigger match the transitions between the targets. That's what he's referring to.
Yep. So you're looking at 21.3 splits if you get a 95 draw.
Okay.
So I'm not sustaining the 22 splits right now. So I'm at 555. I've got the 95 draw, but my split average is about 25. So I need to shave 3/100ths of a second off of my average split time over 20 shots to accomplish this. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, it makes sense.
So what's happening to me right now is in dry fire, I can do it. In live fire, those last couple splits are climbing in time. I'm seeing some like 26s and 27s there. See what I'm saying?
Have you been able to reasonably or at least, postulate what the diagnosis and the cause for that slowdown at the end there? I would imagine you'd speed up as you picked up the rhythm and got more comfortable with it.
No. Because it's sort of a matter of like over 20 shots, there's more of an opportunity for your eyes to be lazy and for you not to snap your eyes to the right spot on the target.
Okay.
Because this ain't about just hold on target and rip splits. This is watch if we can see my eyes on screen. Yeah. So I'm here now. I gotta snap to TJ. Now I gotta snap to the flag. Snap to TJ. Snap to the flag. And my eyes have to move at that same speed.
And what's the distance to the targets?
5 yards with a target.
Okay, so 5 yards with target. Okay, all right, that's not unreal. Like, so the geometry is not horrible.
It's not unreasonable, but if your eyes slow down, so were your splits.
Also have a position where you're setting up an opportunity for overdriving as well, because you get comfortable like that 5 yards doing something like that doesn't seem like it seems really, really close. Yep. I could definitely see somebody overdriving that shit or over throttling their trigger finger, right? And then your shots probably start going all over the place.
Well, it'd be real easy to get a round off before you snapped your eyes to the target, so you could get in early. So it could be good, bad, good. Like you could get one off early in your swing,
right? Pretty
easily.
Yeah.
To your point, overdriving, you can get one off late very easily.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, here's my point: is I was bored as fuck dry firing, and I want you guys to understand I have dry fired every fucking day since November 1st, and I will dry fire every fucking day until November 1st to 24. That wasn't a resolution thing. It was just kind of like, you know what, I can do this. Fuck it.
Yeah, that literally part of our many phone conversations He was like, you know what, dude? I've made it a point where I'm going to dry fire every single day and journal and document every single
Yes.
thing that I observe, learn, and teach myself and refine. I'm like, you do you, boo boo, and he sure as shit has been doing it.
So here's what I discovered. I was looking at these targets over here, and I was having trouble pushing myself with visual speed, and I was trying to come up with a way to push myself with visual speed. And I was like, man, these transitions are too easy. I got to do something to make it harder. So the 20 rounds makes it harder because I got to stay visually engaged for 20 shots on two targets.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, in like a USPSA or an IDPA stage, you're two eyes, two eyes, two eyes, and you're not just going target, 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 target. Like eventually, you're gonna tucker out, like mentally.
Right.
So anyway, bottom line, I dry fired it. So this is where I'm going with this. I dry fired it. Um, I went out and I live fired it, and I dry fired it in here downstairs. And in dry fire, I had it in the high fours. I was like, yeah, I can get it in the high fours. But I really think that visually, I'm probably gonna be like 5 1/4.
Okay.
Right? I was like, just because what it really is 21s are not comfortable for that many, or 22s are not comfortable for that many repetitions. 25s were. So I was like, all right, so if I get 25s across the board, the only question is what's my draw stroke. So if my draw stroke's a buck 10, I got a 585, 6 second drill. If my draw stroke's a buck 05, I'm down in the 560s. If my draw stroke's one flat, I'm down in the 550s. And if my draw stroke's 95, I'm down in the 530s. You see what I'm doing?
Mm-hmm.
So tonight, live fire, my first live fire rep was 6 seconds. So 106 draw and an average of 26 splits.
Well, to be
I
fair, it's
then,
cold.
what's that?
It's not your fault. It's cold.
No, here's my point. My dry fire estimate was within like 6/10 of a second of my live fire performance.
Mm-hmm.
I could dry fire it in the high threes and tell myself I'm seeing everything I need to see, but I would be wrong. Does that make sense?
Sure does, Tater.
The draw stroke is what it is, right? I'm not gonna get much faster on a 5 yard target than like an 8.5 draw stroke.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, some people can, God bless you, that's cool. But in all reality, I can expect a 95 draw stroke at that distance. And in all reality, I can see transitionally at about a 21-22 split.
Right.
But the question is, can I keep that up? So I have found a way through my dry fire fuck around to do dry fire reps and then incorporate a live fire test that only is going to cost me 60 rounds if I do it 3 times. Cost me 100 rounds tonight. And I was repeatedly getting somewhere between a 95 and a 1 second draw stroke. And tonight I was getting 24 splits pretty regularly. And I started being able to see the whole drill at 24 splits. So I shaved 100th off of it. I'm gonna fuck with it again next time it comes up in the rotation, and I'll go back and I will shave another 100th. That's the level of minutia we're putting into some of these things, and I'm not sure if people really realize that or not. Yeah. Speaking of resolutions, I'm fully back in my gun nerd. Like I'm back on my bullshit, as is popular on the internet now. Like I'm all gay for guns. Like just
Where your
yeah.
pride? Wear your pride.
I'm having a good time with it, I guess is what I'm saying. So
So is this something that you see yourself pursuing a little bit more fervently as you look at the future of where you're taking your career as a firearms instructor, being a business owner, Green Mountain Defense, all that stuff, a competitive shooter, and just an avid, and I would borderline call it a religion. You're religious about firearms, right? Rather than always being the consumer of other people's drills, do you see yourself developing more and more drills and contributing back to the community with these types of drills?
yeah, I was
To be clear, intentionally, right? Like you came across this when it's a good idea, but is this something you see yourself intentionally pursuing?
yeah, so one of the things that um first, there's nothing new under the sun.
Correct.
Like you're not gonna there's no like magical mystical like, oh my god, this guy came up with the newest and latest and greatest whoa. It's like, no, he's looking at a way to test or refine or work on a thing. Like, so I didn't set out to create a drill 2 nights ago in dry fire. I was trying to find a way to test my eyes, and I stumbled into a drill. So when something like that happens to me, yeah, I will try to get it out there and try to share it with the community a little bit. I don't feel the need to have my own drill for everything in my class or everything in my private lesson curriculum. And I mean, honestly, I think I feel the need to have more of like a capstone exercise, depending on what the class is. Like, for example, consequences. Consequences is more of an exercise than it is like a drill.
Right.
And I'm not trying to be pedantic. I literally mean, if motherfucker takes a while, it's a 10-minute long process to do it right. That's not a drill. A
That's
drill
an experience.
oh my god. Yeah, like today's drills are like, fucking TikTok clips. Every gun instructor on the planet is on like the social media is like, hey guys, beep. All right, we'll see you later. And like that's the whole, you know what I mean? That's the drill. That's just like you're trying to film a 32-second video.
Right.
Or like I don't know. I can't talk that little, for one thing.
No, you cannot.
Like
tactical noisemakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that works.
So whatever content I do put out is like this, right? It's gonna have to be long form, and it's not gonna be so concise. I would love nothing more than to have the time though to go out and just, film drills. That'd be cool. For fun's sake, if nothing else.
I mean, from a marketing perspective,
I know.
but I mean, think about it, dude. There's something to that, though. You talk about, publishing 30-second clips. You spend, 2 minutes doing that. You got, 4 days worth of content that you could publish.
Right.
So there is a method to the madness. But I'm just your humble IT ginger. What do I know? I'm not a marketing genius.
I'm with you.
To quote the Merovingian, if we never take time, how can we ever have time?
The who?
The Merovingian. Matrix?
The mayor?
The Merovingian.
Oh, the Merovingian. I thought you said the mayor of the Indians. I was like, God damn, that's a little fucking...
Dude, I'm country, but not that damn country.
Holy shit. I was like, man, that's a little Squanto racist, bro. You can't say that.
In the words of former friend, we have a fire day. We have a fire day.
Remember that time Bobby Boucher was
Yeah, man. But
So
I'm proud of you. I
thank you.
want to do. I want to do your drill.
You should. You should indeed.
So
What
I
else
mean,
is exciting?
I probably should just so I can get ready. Oh, apparently the meeting will end in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I just saw that too.
This isn't a good sign.
I mean, fuck, we can wrap it up in 10 minutes. Like shit. What is going on here? What if I click on
Yeah,
that?
folks, this mini episode has been brought to you by.
Well, that's actually not the worst idea. Maybe next week you could figure out your basic level IT bullshit.
Or maybe you quit being a cheap bastard and upgrade your license. I'm just a user. Contact
No,
your administrator. Contact your administrator. Hey, Kent.
No, you can do unlimited length.
It says we got 9 minutes left in this. There's a big yellow triangle at the top of the screen. It says time left 9 minutes, 5 seconds.
How do you, I think you can fix that.
Eventually, but I don't know if I can do it today. But
No, I mean
either
right
way,
now you can go click on that and fix it.
I'm clicking on it and it ain't doing nothing.
Service. What is going on here? No.
Yeah,
I'm
we will
going to
continue.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna Google how to extend a Zoom meeting.
yeah. Well, it says it probably has to do with your licensing.
It doesn't. How to extend a Zoom meeting.
I love how they get to watch. I love it when we have episodes where our audience gets to watch us troubleshoot.
Okay, so on the bottom of your screen, click Manage Participants.
I just see participants.
I say okay, so click participants. What's it say?
I have no manage participants option.
I don't either.
Maybe you do as the admin.
I'm trying to follow along. There's a thing that says extend meeting. Yeah. There's a button.
I feel like we're trying to disarm a bomb live on the air.
Yeah, no, this is ridiculous. I pay these people fucking $28 a month.
Yeah, you'd think they allow us to have more than a.
We can because we did last time.
I wonder if because I am a user under your account because I created the meeting.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a limit on so you're gonna have to be the one that creates these moving forward, brother.
Yeah, that is exactly correct. All right. Well, let's be awesome for 6 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Do you remember when we were good at podcasting?
I remember, this is what happens. So either way, folks, I think the bottom line is, for the first show back in 24, also while we figure out our bullshit, I think it is justified, obviously, to, clearly we're working on some stuff. Kent's apparently becoming a Sith Lord. And, we really hope that each and every one of you had a very pleasant holiday season.
I don't give a fuck about your holiday season at all. I'm furious.
Okay.
I'm mad.
They didn't do it. They didn't do it.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. Don't beat the children.
So we do hope that you guys did get a chance to spend some time with family and loved ones over the holiday season. Look, Kent's just being a crybaby right now. He wanted to berate me for another 45 minutes on this podcast. But folks, this is essentially the new format, hopefully in longer form than it was tonight. But better technology, better apps that we're using to broadcast this stuff. Hopefully, some more exciting things to come. But Kent, while you compose yourself, what do you got coming? What do you got coming up that the people can be aware of in the next 4 minutes?
January the 27th, we've got Handgun Fundamentals at the West Shore Sportsmen's Association. If you love somebody who's handgun curious and they need help with the fundamentals, you should come see that. If you wonder where I'll be tomorrow, I will be teaching rifles in the snow, because every time I teach rifles, it rains or rows or snows or hurricanes
hold on. How do you get them to listen?
What, the rifles?
Yeah, you said you're going to teach rifles in the snow.
Yeah. It's just going to be a stack of rifles in the snow, and I'm going to be standing up there orating at them.
Right.
Oh, I've got a private client who's crazy enough, and he's still coming down here, and we're going out in the snow, and I'm going to put up USPSA no shoots for him to shoot at. He ain't going to see a fucking thing. It's going to be awesome.
I love it.
He's coming to test optics, so tomorrow will be a great test of his optics.
Wait, are you guys actually getting snow right now?
I
know when we talked earlier, you said you guys were expecting a snowstorm. I didn't know if it actually started snowing there yet or not. Yeah,
no,
snowstorm for Vermonter, right?
Yeah.
If it is at least 3 or 4 feet, if it can be measured with a single ruler, Kent does not consider that a snowstorm.
So I'm telling you right now, my wife would tell you that if it doesn't touch your areolas, it's not a snowstorm.
So depending on your age will dictate.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
What causes it?
It's true. What else do we got? We got something else on the calendar. We got January or October, April, something. April the 20th weekend, I think. I don't know. We've got another handgun fundamentals class. We got Mr. Tim Herron coming back to town. We got a new hosting alert. We are putting together a hosted class for Mr. Ben DeWalt from On-Site Firearms Training. That's going to be pretty cool.
We'll have to. I don't think we've had him on the podcast
yet. Yeah, that's where I'm beat bop booping. I was about to invite him to that, and then the holidays happened. But greenmountaindefense.com/training. If you'd like to come train with me, private lessons are always available. We're super happy with that. And check out when's the next shotgun discussion, man.
Oh, okay, Tyler, I do remember you. You and I were messaging on one of our previous episodes. Kent, this is the guy that was talking about the why 9 pellet flight the flight control or 8 pellet flight control that we talked about on the show that didn't get fucking recorded. But yes, actually, as a matter of fact, I'll tell you what. It's been a while since we've touched on the whole shotgun craze. Let's make that part of next week's podcast. What do you say?
We're probably going to have to make that podcast more than 40 minutes.
Yes.
But yes.
I'm learning the limitations of the tools with which I was provided.
This poor guy's got 155 to get an answer. Ready? I could do this.
All right, go.
Shotguns are very phenomenal home defense tools because they're very, very shotgunny and they shotgun a lot.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, dude, Clint Smith, man. Rip pieces off of people, put them on the ground. 12 gauge is better than 20 because recoil doesn't matter, because we're going to teach you how to run the fucking push-pull tactic anyway.
It's about the ninth pellet flyer. Ninth pellet flyer.
No. Listen, hold on. We're getting there. The gentleman should switch to a 12 gauge because his 20 gauge doesn't recoil any less. His 20 gauge weighs less. Therefore, the recoil forces are the same between a 12 and a 20. Does this make sense?
It makes sense.
6.2 pound gun versus 7 pound gun. The recoil difference is almost negligible. And we can teach you to run it to the point where it won't matter anyway. That way you don't have to worry about subpar 20 gauge defensive ammunition.
Not even close to what he was asking.
Oh, and the ninth pellet flyer happens because of the column stack.
Yes.
There.
The more bees you've got in the nest, the more they're going to bump into each other flying out the hole.
Dude, I think flying out the hole should be the end of this podcast episode.
I agree. That's all the time we have for this week because I haven't figured out how to use Zoom or be an adult. Until then, take care of each other. God bless you all. Get out and shoot.
Bye, everybody. Love you.